I'm getting that somebody has some healing to do from something that happened in the past, as this card is about moving on from a very toxic, negative, stressful, hurtful, and painful situation, represented by the swords. And the water represents the emotions, the feelings this person has inside. On the original deck, the water is very calm and very smooth, and the water represents emotions. So the smooth water represents the emotions after this kind of trauma, after this major upset. The emotions are calming down and the person is feeling a bit more relaxed with themselves. This card is also about healing and leaving all this that caused you trouble behind, healing yourself and healing your emotions and healing the situation. And therefore, when your emotions are healed and balanced, then you can move on towards a happier and calmer future. These cards are showing me that there was some deceit, that this hurt in the past was caused by somebody being deceitful. Somebody got played here. So the Seven of Swords, it depends what it's about, but if it's a romantic relationship, it means cheating. It means somebody was going behind somebody else's back. They could have had a secret lover, or they could have been cheated out of their money, or it means their partner wasn't very honest with them. It doesn't matter who, like, could have been a man cheating on a woman, or it could be a woman cheating on a man. The Seven of Swords is about being sneaky, not wanting to be found out what they're doing. They know that they're doing wrong, which is the Swords. Swords is the most negative suit in, like, the most negative energy in all tarot. But the Seven of Swords is somebody who is a thief, is a cheat, is a liar, somebody who's taking something that doesn't belong to them, or they shouldn't have it. So that could be either like emotionally cheating somebody out of their happiness, or it could be that they're having intimate connection with someone behind their partner's back, or it could be that they're cheating them and lying them for money, or like thieving, basically stealing something that it doesn't belong to them, that they're not meant to have. So somebody got played and hurt here really badly, and this is what this person is trying to move on and to come in terms with the past, that it wasn't their fault, and the person they were involved with was the deceitful one. The devil is the deceitful one. It's also about temptation. It's also about when people are not being good, they're being controlling. There could be some either manipulation, emotional manipulation, guilt tripping, or like I see this in a situation like if a woman is guilt tripping a man that he's not giving her enough attention and she's not happy, and therefore he spends money on her to make her happy, and she kind of turns this into a business. I don't know why I felt it that way, that she's like, oh, you don't love me anymore, buy me this, buy me that. And then this is how she manages to manipulate him. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I'm saying this because of the High Priestess. High Priestess is a woman who is seductive, alluring. She's using her sexual allure towards him, her sexual appeal, to get what she wants out of him. This is a very soft, feminine manipulator, emotional manipulator, who knows how to touch the right, like the buttons, and to get what she wants. So I'm getting somebody suffered. It could be also the other way around. It could be that a woman has been cheated by a man, but he could also be kind of deceitful and not being truthful and not being honest, but he's trying to control her in some way. I'm picking up is more about female energy. It could be about the previous partner of the man you are dealing with. If you're a woman, you are dealing with a man who is been really badly hurt in the past by being cheated on by a woman who is very emotionally and sexually manipulative towards them. She could be very feminine. She could be enjoying all the beautiful and nice things that money can buy, but she's not coming from the right place. That she doesn't truly deserve to have all those things. Like, she's almost like sneaking herself into a material situation because she knows that by using her allure towards him, she can get something materialistic out of it. She's into that relationship for materialistic reasons, and she could be managing to control him emotionally and also sexually controlling him. This card is usually kind of a mistress type, somebody who knows how to play men to get something out of them. Okay, let's move on. So this whole situation, that this man realized that he's being played and he's been lied and he's been used for his money in probably the ugliest way, because the devil, see, all these cards are quite ugly. I mean ugly as an energy. The way she treated him was ugly. With the devil, this is the worst card. He doesn't trust. Again, see the 8, I need to hide this. The 8 of Swords, it means this person really closed off within himself, and he would not share how he truly feels about anybody anymore because she emotionally manipulated him. And she used his soft, kind, generous, giving heart to get what she wants out of him, and then she just left him. She took whatever she could and she left him. And that caused him a lot of hurt, all this hurt that he needs to heal. This card is a process of healing, so it means it took him quite a long time to recover from this betrayal, from the sneakiness. The 8 of Swords means that he couldn't truly trust anybody. Maybe he felt that he will never trust anyone else again, and he closed off all this pain inside. So the card is on the reverse. It means that he's recovering, he's starting to open up, he's starting to think about his own emotional needs and what he really needs to be happy. Okay, so he's kind of moving on. The Ace of Wands reversed. So my phone, it's playing games with me. It's not focusing right, but Ace of Wands reversed, that this man is deeply passionate. The Ace of Wands, when he's on an upright position, it means he's very driven in life. He's very ambitious. He has a great energy and great passion. He could be a fire sign. But Capricorn men are also quite kind of driven to succeed. It's not exactly the same as the fire sign passion, but it's more like they will do anything to gain the success that they want and they deserve. He could also be emotionally kind of romantically very passionate man, that once he likes a woman, he will do all his best to please her, to make her happy, to keep her by his side, to do anything. So I'm getting this is a very passionate man. But when the card is reversed, it means because of all this that happened in the past, maybe she played on his passion and she manipulated him and she used him. Now he's not so sure because of all the swords. He's not so sure whether he wants to follow on his passion. He's trying to stay safe, to not get played again, to think logically, to be more kind of grounded and realistic about everything. So not to follow his heart and not to follow his passion because he doesn't want to be hurt again. This person, he is having some long-term plans for his future. He's dreaming big. It could be about his career, because usually the Three of Wands kind of a future career expansion, thinking in a long term, thinking to expand his horizons and to go places and to travel and to not be stuck in the past. And I'm getting that he is really fighting for it. He could be struggling and fighting on his own. Despite of all that happened in his past, he is quite a strong character. He will not give up. He will not be beaten. He still has his dream vision for his happy, positive future for himself. And he's not going to give up easily on that. This card is quite of a warrior type. It shows the planet Mars, which is quite a masculine warrior type energy, that no matter what life put him through, he will fight for his right. He will fight for what is for what is his. And it shows a Leo energy, which means he's quite prideful. I wouldn't say vengeful, but he is fighting against everything and everyone, and he will not allow people to tell him what he can and cannot do. He still has the dream in mind for his future, and it's this beautiful dream. It means he's seen his ships coming in, and what it means is, like, after all that work and struggles that he put himself through because he wanted to succeed, he will finally see his ships coming into shore and he will win over it. The Hangman, it means restrictions and limitations that he had to go through, and these are usually external. It's nothing to do with him. He's already doing his best. He's fighting against the odds. He has his dream life kind of in front of him, but life put him through some setbacks, and he had to stop and he had to wait until the circumstances change before he can have his dream. So this dream could be about his career, where he wants to be in the future, because this man is thinking about his future. Like, he's sitting there alone, but he's thinking, in my future I will have this wonderful ship coming back to me, bringing all the goods from the trades that he did. So that in the old days, you know, the trading ships were coming in with the goods. So this is the man who has invested so much into his career and his work, and finally he wants to have the return and the success of all that effort to have it back coming to him. Also, it could be that this is about his personal life, because I'm getting here the Lovers. So after the restrictions and the limitations, he could finally find a lover who is his true soulmate, because the Lovers and the Devil are the opposites of each other. When two people come together for the wrong reasons, they're driven by greed and they controlling each other in a way. But when you have the Lovers, that means these two free souls, each soul has its own free choice to who to be with, because there are kind of millions and millions and millions of people out there. But these two choose each other, and they know that they belong together, and that's why they feel so close. And this time, their kind of chemistry and their connection, it's real, because it's not for anything else but love, and that's why it's called the Lovers. They don't have the negativity of the devil, or the sneakiness, or the emotional manipulation. They're just truly free souls coming together just to love each other. And in the original deck, the Lovers are represented by Adam and Eve, who were created to be together. They were meant to be together. And also on the card shows the angel is blessing them. So that means their love is blessed, their union is blessed, and is meant, and it will happen. So I think this person is moving on from a very toxic relationship, working hard into for his career, and when he has his ships coming in, maybe that's the waiting time. He will be finally reunited with his true soulmate and his true love, whoever that is. And his true soulmate will be somebody who is quite supportive of him. The Three of Coins is about cooperation and mutual support and people working together towards their future. Pentacles, coins is the pentacles. That is about, I won't say materialistic, but the material well-being of the whole thing. Like both of them contribute equally, both of them work hard, both of them are kind of equal partners into that union, that divine union, that connection that was meant to be. And also this shows the Capricorn energy. That means this is what Capricorn men appreciate the most when they find a partner. It's not all about the passion and the chemistry and the intimacy and how crazy you drive each other. It's about, do you really have a woman by your side that you can trust and you can rely on when things get hard? Because I think things are already hard enough for him as it is, but he's not complaining. He's dealing with it and he's fighting for it because he has this Leo kind of prideful man that I can do it, I can manage, I don't need any help. But deep down, I think he does. And okay, so to sum up, these restrictions could have been around his career because he's waiting for the rewards for the hard work to come in, and for some reason the external circumstances stop this to come in. And this is, the Hangman means maybe had to happen this way a little bit, so he stops kind of pressuring himself too much, pushing himself, exhausting himself, kind of burning out himself into doing the best he can, and then the circumstances stop him. This is a temporary stop. It's just a pause until this person has the time to reflect on what he truly needs to do. He doesn't need to be so burnt out. He doesn't have to do it all by himself. He could have someone who will share the responsibilities in life with him. So I would say there was a bit of a pause, maybe a few months, maybe longer, because the Hangman is a major arcana, so it's not something that happens quick. In a way, life stops you on your tracks like that. Have a think when you go in the wrong direction or you're doing just too much by yourself and you get burnt out. Life stops you, so you have time to think and to kind of reflect on everything. And when things are going forward again for you, then you know better. So this is the divine partner and the lovers, but they're also partners. They're also partners in life. And it's not all about love and passion. It's also about working together. Whether they both will kind of contribute financially or they will just emotionally, mentally support each other and being there for one another. So that will be his new beginning. I'm getting the Fool. And the Fool is a major arcana. It means a major new fresh start in life, when all the past has been left behind. Maybe he had some things to deal with. He's kind of almost coming closer to having it all done, and he's ready now to take the leap of faith into his future. The Fool is very fresh card because his number's 0, so there's nothing else before 0. It's like starting fresh. And it's very optimistic as well. The Fool doesn't mean somebody's being a fool, but it just means they're hoping for the best and they're going for the best and they will do the best they can because their expectations are positive. So on the romance angels, I'm having trust. It says this situation is calling you to have faith. And this is having faith in yourself, but also how life is going to turn out to be. It's going to having the positive expectation and having the trust, like trusting yourself that whatever you're going for is going to be good and it's going to be happy, and it's not going to lead to this past situation when the person was left to suffer and they felt betrayed and they felt hurt. And also engagement. This means commitment in a way. It doesn't have to be a real engagement, but it could be. So your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. So that means this person will decide to go for their true love and for their true soulmate, because they feel they can trust this person to be there for them by their side and to support them into whatever they have to do in life. And that will be his new chapter and his new beginning.